A few, okay, I'm like, good. We get a few more minutes. Oh, it's 11. Let's go ahead and get started. Maybe we'll get out of here early.
Right.
All right, Tanner, you wanted to do roll call?
Let's do it. I'll start with Benton-Franklin Transit.
Kevin Slager here.
Benton County,
Matt Rasmussen here.
Benton City. Connell.
Here.
City of Mesa. Colotis. Pasco. Prosser,
Marty Durham here.
Richland,
Hello, Sandro.
West Richland,
Roscoe Slade.
Franklin County,
Kathleen Newman's here.
Port of Benton,
Brian Bell.
Port of Kennewick, Port of Pasco, then Washtenaw.
We got it good?
And here's Washtenaw.
Oh. It feels just in time to get roll call for Watchdog. Okay. On the agenda is our first, our opportunity for public comments. So any of our guests, just raise your hands to be recognized if you have any comments for the group. Do you see any, Tanner?
No, I see,
I don't have to sit close to the screen. I can tell this already. Okay, all right, we'll move on. Before you have the agenda for our March TAC meeting, looking for a motion and a second to approve our agenda.
Move to approve the agenda as presented.
Thanks, Matt.
Second.
Carlos got the second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. All right, we got an agenda. In your packet is the meeting minutes from the February TAC meeting. Looking for a motion to approve. And a second.
So moved, Phil.
Thank you, Phil.
A second.
I didn't catch it. Is that John?
Yeah.
Thank you. Any comments or questions about the meeting minutes? Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Those opposed? All right, we got approved meeting minutes. And just for the record, the quicker we can get through with motions, the quicker we'll get out of here with meeting minutes. So thank you. Action item 6A is we have a tip amendment. So Tam, let's think your item.
Yep, we have 4 tip amendments this month, 3 from Benton-Franklin Transit and then 1 from Richland, all being added to the 2025 to 2028 SIP. We're looking to have a recommended or a motion to recommend approval of the 2025 to 2028 tip amendments as presented.
So Kevin, anybody have any questions for them on their tip amendment?
Yeah, I can answer any if anyone has any questions.
Not seeing anybody jump at it. All right, we'll look for a motion and a second to approve.
Move to approve.
Thank you, Carlo.
Second.
Thank you, Matt. Last chance for any questions or comments? All right, seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion passes. All right, on to 7A, Transportation Improvement Plan Our program obligation status, Tanner, you're up again.
Alrighty, so yeah, we have yet to receive the finalized target for the federal fiscal year 2025, but as of right now, the estimated target is 9.11 million. So far, we have had 2 projects obligate for a little over 3 million, leaving that estimated remaining amount of 6 million. Then I'll move over to the table. If we want to go down the list and have jurisdictions, provide a little update on their projects, that would be wonderful. Kathleen, would you be able to provide an update on the North Railroad Ave status of that?
Yeah, we're working with JUB engineers and everything is on, schedule to be obligated this fall. It's pretty much it. We were trying to combine it with the RAP project, but that fell through a little bit because of the RAP funding is a little further, a couple of years out. So basically it's a simple overlay and widening and yeah, no problem.
Alrighty, thank you. Kennewick, Columbia Center.
Go ahead, Heath.
Hit my unmute button. Yeah, we're still on track to get our right of way obligated this summer. We've got JUB consultants working on our right of way plan, and we should get that over to the state hopefully by April or May in order to get that right of way obligated and tidied up for us. But we're still on track.
All right, thank you, Heath. Prosser, Marty.
Yeah, we're on track. Plans are at the state and going through the last environmental review.
All righty. Thank you. Looks like Richland, South GUA obligated October, so Benton City. I didn't see or hear Nathan. So we can just move down to the downtown connectivity improvements. Carlo.
Yeah, so same as last time, both are, the TAP and the CRP funds have been transferred back to FHWA. I can't sign an agreement with them to obligate those funds until whatever they need to sort out within this new administration is sorted out. I don't know what the future is of unobligated CRP funds. So I worry a little bit about, I feel like those funds are at risk. I don't think TAP is, but I think CRP is at risk of just not being issued to us, which would cause a big issue for us to deliver the project at all. So that worries me, but other than that, we are moving along with design. We have our NEPA sent to FHWA for their environmental review now, and it should be near complete. We've already gone through all the meetings and stuff we needed to get done. So yeah, we're moving along. And if everything works out great, we should be able to obligate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Aaron and I are attending a statewide OA delivery meeting with other state MPOs and that will definitely be brought up about the CRP and potentially what could happen. So I'll stay in contact with you about that for sure. Thank you. And then Benton County on the County Route 12 active transportation path repairs.
I'm gonna be honest that I don't know the exact status of this project, so I know that they've been working on wrapping up the final design, but I don't know how far they are into it, so I can find out though and let you know.
All right, sounds great. That's it for the list.
Okay. Keep plugging away, guys. 7B is a regional pedestrian trails plan scope of work. Dave?
Awesome, thank you. Hi, everyone. I just wanted to give you guys a little overview of what was in your packet, which was the Regional Pedestrian and Trails Plan Scope of Work. So just at a high level, the purpose is to, one, provide a regional analysis of the existing pedestrian and trail facilities, and to develop a regional trails network to support all of you. Number two, our next thing is the key initiatives, which is gather regional sidewalk data, identify gaps and opportunities for pedestrian infrastructure, collect trail and pathway data, which will assess both soft and hard trail conditions. And then lastly, develop a regional trails network, which will improve connectivity and enhance grant competitiveness. And then lastly, for the strategic goals, we will be enhancing walkability and trail access across Benton and Franklin counties, supporting local jurisdictions and planning and funding future trail projects, and overall just promoting health and mobility in our region. This month, we will be launching our interactive online open house for the Ped Trails plan, and then next month we'll start gathering data and hold our first working group meeting. So we will start promoting that and gathering folks to join that meeting. But that's all I have for now.
Thank you, David. Any questions? Any questions for her?
Just a comment by BFT here. So I'm, I'm guessing that improved connectivity includes transit, right? And what I'd like there to be a focus on, or at least be addressed, is where the trail network interfaces with our system, or where it could, and us using that as information to help inform our planning process with bus stops. For example, the Urban Greenbelt Trail, and where it links up with the Richland Riverside Trail, or the Haynes Levy Trail, sorry. Just making sure that's accounted for in the plan, but we'll talk about that more, and BFT will be involved in the open houses. So
Awesome. That sounds great. Yeah, thanks for that comment. We'll definitely keep that in mind.
Any other comments or questions for Dave? I think the timing is good for this, because I think all the city's planning departments are updating their comprehensive plans and updating inventories and that thing. So the timing's good. So, all right, we'll move on to the next item. 7C is a regional freight plan scope of work. Is that Tanner or Alex?
I'll take
Alex,
that.
okay.
All right. So as you all know, the Tri-Cities is a critical multimodal freight hub. And the last time BFCOG developed a freight plan was in 17 years ago in 2008. And so to kind of provide an updated plan as our region continues to grow, we're going to develop a regional freight plan with the anticipated adoption date being in 2025. And this regional freight plan will analyze current freight conditions of truck freight, barge, air, rail, what have you. And it will also forecast future freight needs, and then create a comprehensive region-wide freight vision. And to help form that vision, we're going to be forming a working group made up of member jurisdictions, as well as other relevant freight stakeholders from throughout the region. And this first meeting is anticipated to take place in April, the beginning of April. And I have a question: do you guys think it would be relevant for you all as public works directors to be part of the working group, or would this be something that you'd rather pass off to the planning directors?
For Kennewick, I'd like to be involved rather than not to diminish our planning director, but I'd like to be involved.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think the same for Benton County. We'd like to have somebody from Public Works be there. I mean, if the planning department wants to participate, that's fine, but they don't get too involved in the freight side of things.
Okay, that's good to know. Do you guys?
I don't mind being involved. I just say that we do a lot of, Richland has its own rail freight stuff. I've been coordinating a lot with Port of Benton. Port of Benton does mostly probably the rail, for improvements through our city, but, there will probably be someone that is interested from our planning area. Thinking maybe our deputy city manager would be interested in some involvement in that.
Cool. Yeah, and I guess you guys, yeah.
I'll go ahead.
Oh, no, you can go ahead. I was just gonna say that, whatever works for your jurisdiction, you don't have, it doesn't have to be necessarily everyone have the same title, whatever works best for you guys. You can either have your public works or planning.
I was just gonna ask, are you looking at getting the rail providers, BNSF and UP involved in this as well, so they can be a part of that discussion?
Yes, yep, that would be, that's definitely on our radar, and we're planning to include them.
Probably Columbia Rail too.
Does this get in the barge traffic?
Yes.
Or Pasco, so they'll be heavily involved with that too. Okay. Okay. I would just recommend, Alex, send it out, because we've got a subcommittee with planning directors, send it out to the public works directors and the planning. And let each jurisdiction, they may have both show up, I don't know, but just invite, and then they'll figure it out. Each agency will figure out who the representative will be.
Sounds good.
Okay, any other questions for Alex?
Russell, I have a question. Just in terms of process, I'm just wondering, is there any element of the scope that does some ground truthing with industry input or data to kind of compare against the forecasts?
Yeah, we've reached out to, I guess we've done some initial outreach to TriDeck for some of the freight contacts, but that's something we're also looking into as well. But again, we're the first working group meeting. We'll kind of go over that in detail, and
and this could possibly change like roadway classifications as far as their freight designation, whether they're a T2, 3 or whatever. Would this tie back into that, or?
That's a good question. We can get back on you with that information. I know we have the separate FGTS update, which I guess is a separate effort by us, which has a direct impact on that. But as far as this plan, we can get back to you with that info.
And I'll add that, like how we developed a regional bicycle network with the bike plan, we're trying to develop a regional freight network as well in this. So, hey, this is on BFCOGs. This project's on BFCOGs for the region-wide freight network for whatever application, stuff like that.
Any other questions for Alex or Tim?
Bill, go ahead.
I'm sure you guys are aware, WashDOT's doing a transportation study related to the possible removal of the lower Snake River dams, which really that whole effort is kind of, if that were to happen, the barges go away, so it affects rail and truck. So I don't know if that's something you want to consider in your freight plan. But Jim, I could get you contact information for the individual that's working in charge of that study. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
Yeah, that's definitely something we're planning to look at, and that would be really helpful to get that information.
Okay. I'll try to round it up and drop it in the chat, or should I just email it to you directly?
If you could email that to me, that would be great. So it's ahall@bfcog.us.
Okay.
Or email both of us.
Yeah, or Tanner.
Okay, will do.
Thanks, Phil.
Any other comments, questions? Okay, we'll move on to 7D, which is the 2025 call for projects discussion. So, Aaron put that one on me. So opportunity, the call's out. The projects are due on Friday, March 21st. Anybody opened them and started looking at it? Any questions for Tanner? Okay, there was a couple links on the application that Tanner's gotten fixed, so.
All right.
If you want the hard score data, if you go to the council of government's website and go to the call of projects, you can get to the link, and you can actually see all the hard scores. You can click on the different, maps and thing and get the hard scores. So that's Alex's thing, that's Tanner's, Alex's deal. So you can kind of see how where your accident number will be, and the different, scores that will be hard to put into your application. So, but if anybody has questions, Aaron wanted to make an effort that please reach out to the COG staff. Don't wait till the last minute, and definitely don't wait till the last minute to submit them if you can, so.
Hey, Roscoe,
Go ahead,
I
Mark.
got a question. I think aren't the applications due on Thursday, the 20th? Because then the project applications are distributed to the TAC members on the 21st. Is that correct or wrong?
I thought it was Friday.
Alex, can you check the website?
Check the guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll verify that. I thought it was,
Meeting is a Thursday.
it is a Thursday. It's the 20th is a Thursday.
Yeah, because the 21st is Friday.
All right, so I told everybody wrong, so. And it's like 4 o'clock. It's not typical 5 end of the day. I know it's 4 o'clock, so.
All right,
Anyway,
thanks.
don't wait till the last minute to submit them.
The application says by end of business on March 20th.
March 20th, okay, which is a Thursday, not a Friday. Okay. And also reading the guidelines, the board is not gonna do the call for the CRP funds. And there's more information in that with the email that went out for the call. But same uncertainties that Carla was stating earlier. Okay, no
Hey,
more questions.
Roscoe. Heath City, Kennewick. Hey, Aaron, is there a file size limit to that? Or can we set up a Dropbox for if we've got exhibit maps that are too big or something like that?
If you have like a map of your project, you can just send it to like either Aaron or myself or Tanner.
But yeah, if the email is too big,
Yeah, a Dropbox,
Yeah.
OneDrive link would be fine.
okay, did you catch that, Heath?
Yeah,
Dropbox?
Okay.
What size file can you guys handle? Is the,
I have no idea.
I have no idea either.
I think ours kick stuff back like 10, but.
Yeah.
We can't even send more than 10. So if it gets bigger than that, we'll be sending you a Dropbox link.
As far as council government staff, do you confirm receipt to the applicant when an application comes in? Do you send back received?
Yes, we can do that.
Let's just do that. That way they know it was received.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, I think he does. That may take, so we don't get somebody's application out in no man's land. Okay. Any other comments or questions? Okay. Agenda item 7E is the Transportation Improvement Program Policies and Procedures scope of work.
Yeah, so in correlation with the 2025 call for projects, we are updating our TIP policies and procedures. The goal is to ensure consistency with updated plans, establish a clear, structured framework that outlines the process of managing projects as far as project status updates and obligating and whatnot. And then we're going to create new goals and outcomes while incorporating key components from the previously adopted version, which was adopted in 2019 and then had some administrative modifications made in 2023. We're looking to adopt the updated TIP policies and procedures by May 2025. So for further information and the attached scope of work, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out.
Tanner, will this impact agencies updating their 6-year tip this year?
No, it will not.
It'll be for the following. Okay.
That's a good question.
Because everybody will be starting probably in April,
Yeah,
updating their 6-year tips, and they're due by July 1st, but most of them are May, June.
yeah. The schedule will be very similar to what it already is as far as submitting projects and whatnot, but I don't think it will impact
This year's.
this year's. Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions for Tanner? All right. Made quick. We'll go, we get done early, so we'll go through member comments. And I'll try to not miss anybody, but let's try to go on the screen. So I see Kevin, so let's do transit first.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. So no real news other than we're wanting to coordinate with BFCOG to potentially host next month's TAC at BFT. And if that's not possible, we're still trying to coordinate a meeting regarding our long-range transit plan and the status on that. And we would invite the TAC and some other folks as well. So we'll be reaching out to the COG again to see if that's possible. The plan would be to host potentially and then have a meeting right after to go over our long range transit plan, because a key component of it is coordination with all of the jurisdictions we serve. So yeah, we think the TAC would be a perfect audience to get a status report and get input from where we're at with our draft recommendations. So yeah, at the moment, that's all that's going on here at BFT.
Thanks, Kevin. I know the April TAC meeting was pushed back a week, so it's April 10th, and we've got, it's gonna be a long meeting because it has presentations, so Tanner, we'll just get it with Aaron and see if we can make that happen, Kevin.
Yeah.
We'd have to do presentations.
Yeah, and if we're not able to host, right, we can set up a separate meeting maybe later that day. I would hope that a lot of the majority of the TAC could attend that. And we will be sure to provide lunch and whatever else is needed to boost some engagement there. So yeah, I appreciate that, Roscoe. We'll figure it out. If it's not a possibility to host, we'll still definitely try to coordinate something that's directly after or that same day. So the reason why we're trying to do that is our consultants are in town and in person a couple days that week, and we think that'll help drive engagement as well. So
that's good. I'm sure Aaron will be interested. I heard lunch in the deal, so that'll definitely help attend it. So
exactly.
I think he'll be able to figure something out now that there's food involved. So thanks.
Awesome.
Benton County, Matt?
Nothing really significant to report on the transportation side.
Okay. I thought we had Connell.
Nothing really right now.
Franklin County. No city of Connell?
Keith was here.
No,
Okay, it's okay.
nothing right now. Sorry.
Okay. City of Kennewick, is it John or Heath?
Yeah, I'll take over on that one. Sure, you've probably seen on the news our Columbia Center Boulevard project. So that's going to break loose on this coming Monday. Got Apollo Inc. lined up to do that work. So they'll be working 5 days a week, 8 5s or 8 to 4. Be seeing some minor lane closures through there. I think it's going to last until probably all through the summer to around August and September. So that'll be the big main project by the mall. We are still on track to get our overlays out probably at the end of this month or early April. And with our overlays, we're going to be overlaying Clearwater from Columbia Center Boulevard to Kellogg, Edison from Clearwater to 10th, and a portion of Quinault from our intersection project down to the Toyota Center. I think that's it for Kennewick.
Thanks, Heath. Franklin County?
Yeah, we have our Glade Road, Glade North Road pavement project right here from the Pasco city limits in front of Lamb Weston to Clark Road should be going out to bid any time now. And that's a shave and pave with some illumination, and it was STP funds. And then, yeah, everything else is just coming along. That's the one we're focused on right now. Hope to get a couple of safety projects out this winter, and off the list. I have a long
That's
list.
good. Thank you. City of Pasco, Maria?
Hello. So in construction, what you will see probably most impacting your travel starting here in the spring will be in the Broadmoor area. We're widening Broadmoor Boulevard, modifying the intersection at Sandifer and Broadmoor, and then building brand new roads within the Broadmoor area. So Sandifer is being extended, and Road 108 also is being extended. Those will not impact your travel because they are in an area that is fully undeveloped yet. So all those projects are funded through tax increment financing, and they're all moving forward. So it's super exciting. Then other projects that we could expect to see in construction is at least one pedestrian crossing at 6 and A. That is, should federal funds remain available for us to obligate and move forward. That project is fully designed, so it should be ready to go out to bid anytime now. And we have a lot of other projects in design, but hopefully we won't see as much construction this year as we saw last year to give everybody a break. Thank you.
Marty, City Pass, our Prosser?
Yeah, not a lot. We're designing a couple of projects, local access streets, using our TBD funds. So those will be constructed later this year. That's about it.
Thanks, Marty. Carlo, City of Richland?
So we're about to get started on mini roundabouts project, which is city safety funds are received. Simons and Stevens, Wright and Swift, Thayer Williams in the city of Richland. And we will also start in April on our Stevens reconstruction. That is between Lee and Swift. And we're currently finishing up design on our favorite preservation program. And that'll be released, and that'll be in the part of Richland that's north of Yankees.
Yeah, thank you. Brian, Port of Benton?
Yeah, we're actually pretty excited at Port of Benton this week. We are almost finished with our tie replacement program for project on the rail. And we're excited because this project will allow us to increase our track speed by double what we are currently at, which doesn't sound like it's a whole lot or that big of a deal, but it'll actually decrease crossing times when the trains are going across the roads from like an 8-minute crossing now becomes a 4-minute crossing. So we've got some ballast and some other little things, little cleanup things to finish up the rest of this week and in the next week. But after that, we'll be applying for the approval from UTC to increase our track speeds. That's huge for us in the fact that it affects Steptoe, Columbia Parkway, Dupertail, Van Giesen, and 240. So we're really excited about that. Other than that, we've just been we're working on new projects for the rest of the year, and actually just got out for bid some asphalt replacement on Port of Benton Boulevard that our project walkthrough on that is this afternoon. So starting to get some things going and get some things moving with this nice weather. So we're excited.
Thanks, Brian. Yeah, everybody gets excited about, the new rail ties and the speed and that, because I think it affects everybody. It's been caught up with one of those trains at some point. Phil, watch that?
So I wasn't in attendance last month. I think the minutes show that Seth attended, so I'm not entirely sure what he shared. Don't really have anything new as long as he passed on. Just again, our budget issues. We're waiting for the legislature to, be done and kind of find out what those true impacts are. We're still under a hiring and purchasing and travel freeze. There are some exceptions to those freezes, but for the most part, we're hunkering down for now. And of course, still trying to sort out exactly what some of the federal mandates mean, and we're being instructed to remain quite neutral and kind of have a canned response that we're monitoring the activity and coordinating with the federal officials. And when we have a clearer picture, we'll share that. So that's really all I have.
Thanks, Phil. I was hoping you'd give us some insight on the, from DOT. So for West Richland, it's the SR 224 Red Mountain project. It's kind of held up with this whole budget thing at the state level, how they're gonna fill that $1 billion gap. And so we're anxious to see nothing's been public yet to see what's on the list. The only thing we've heard is different discussions, a focus on projects, DOT projects that are under construction to make sure they can continue, which puts starting new projects probably in jeopardy, which is our Red Mountain, but we'll see how that goes. It's just not a lot of information coming out to know. But other than that, the Red Mountain project, the design is done. And we're waiting there's a transfer jurisdiction between DNR property for the project and DOT that has to go be signed up at headquarters in DNR. So other than that, the other 30 parcels have already been closed and ready to go. So kind of a bummer, a lot of uncertainty with funding across the board that's making it uncertain. And those of you that have pavement preservation projects going out should get good bids because a lot of the state stuff's on hold. So there's not a lot of work out there. I'm hearing from the different paving companies, they're really concerned because of the drop in number of projects last year at the DOT level and maybe even worse this year. So stay tuned. So next meeting again is April 10th. It's pushed back a week. Like I said, Aaron's at the Oregon coast, so when he gets back, he'll have some work to do with Kevin, see if we can do a joint meeting. I know we have presentations on our projects and scoring and stuff, but I think it'll be a good opportunity because we know attendance will be good at that. Maybe we can do the scoring in the morning, maybe start a little earlier, have lunch with Kevin, and then do the open house if that works. But we'll have Aaron get back with you, Kevin. So other than that, we're adjourned. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's never good when they start calling all my cell phones. Right.